Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. We are doing a new thing for us. This is going to be a review. Not a review. I guess it can't be a review if I've only played one game and one demo on this Nintendo Switch. But what I want to do is I want to talk about why I bought these games this year. I haven't played them, but I want to make a little capsule showing the games that I bought for 2023, and then you could compare it to the games that I buy in 2024. So Happy New Year. This is the first day of the year. It's January 1, 2024. And let's scroll over and see what I bought on the Switch this year. Um, I guess this is in order. So what I'm going to show you are the last games that I bought, going all the way to the first games that I bought. I bought the Switch in 2022, but I didn't buy any games until 2023. I started playing the Switch when the Pikmin 4 demo came out, and then when I got my hands on Mario Golf, that's the only game I played. But you can see I have a full library because I want to play all these games. So I guess I can't click on it yet. Or I guess the last game that I bought was the Mummy Demastered. This one, I was watching a bunch of reviews for games, and this is getting a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Completely slipped under my radar. I saw people talking about it when Best Buy had it on clearance for about $13, and I skipped it because I wasn't into pixel games and retro games. Um, Now I'm kicking myself because now I want to get into retro games and pixel games. This game I think is only a few years old, but it was printed onto physical cartridge for limited run, buy limited run games, and I missed it. So I had all this Nintendo Gold. So I bought this on Nintendo using my Nintendo Gold points. I wonder if I can pull up. I was hoping to pull up information. I guess we have to go into Nintendo eShop to get information about these games. Oh, that's going to be cumbersome going through all of these games. Yeah, because if you go into Nintendo eShop, you can see all the information and the trailers. I don't want to do that for every game. I want to show what games I bought. So, the one game that I did play this year, which I think I gave a review score of 4 out of 10, was Mario Golf Super Rush. I really just wanted to play a good golf game. And this one was 80 to 85% tutorial for the campaign, and that just sucked all of the fun out of it. They withheld mechanics from you, didn't let you play it at all until the very end. And yeah, it burnt me out. I didn't even play the multiplayer. So let's go on to all the games I didn't play. Super Mario RPG came out this November in 2023. It's a remake of Super Mario RPG that came out in the 90s, I believe, in Japan. It's got great reviews, so I'm looking forward to it. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the latest Super Mario Bros. Game. I'm not going to play it until I play Super Mario Brothers Odyssey, which should pop up towards the end of this list. So, I did buy the cartridge for Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. I might play it before I go and play Pikmin 4, because Pikmin 4, I played the demo. That's the first thing I published on my channel for a Nintendo Switch game. Remnant from the Ashes. Remnant 2 had such good reviews, and it had the type of gameplay I liked, because this is last year was the first time I played a roguelike, and this is a roguelike but with a shooter, like Gears of War if it was roguelike. So I was really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I accidentally bought 2 copies of Remnant from the Ashes, and I'm past the return date. So one of my friends is getting a lucky copy for their birthday or their Christmas. But this is the first one from the Ash. Actually, this is part 2. Even though Remnant 2 is part 2 of Remnant, there's actually a first game from Remnant. I forgot what it was called, but I did buy it, so it'll pop up on this list here. Risen, I think was this one of the Xbox games that got ported over to Switch? But GameStop had it for like $10, so I bought it. Pinball M, I think from the font, it's the same company that made Pinball FX that's been out for like 15 years. But it just went free in this December 2023. So it says it's free. I went ahead and downloaded it. Warhammer 40,000 Vulcan, another one of those games that got lost in the mix in 2023. This came out early in the year and had a 10 out of 10 score. It's a Doom clone in the Warhammer universe. I've always been interested in playing Warhammer. Never got to play it. But since the price never fell on this, I bought the hard copy at just full price. I waited this entire year for a price drop. And it's just been selling out everywhere, and I didn't want to miss a physical copy. So in the end, this November, I just pulled the trigger and bought it. TT Alaman. This is a motorcycle racing game. Has fantastic reviews. I think the reviews on other consoles are better than the Switch, but I went ahead and bought it on the Switch since it was on sale. And I'm just afraid that the discs that I buy, since I don't play these games usually until about a decade later, I'm afraid of disc rot. And then a cartridge with no battery like the Switch one, at least that'll hold longer probably than a disc. So that's why you see my collection is so big on the Switch. I'm banking on the fact that I'll be able to download the ROMs and claim, hey, I already own this game physically. Or there'll be a Switch cartridge reader, 20 years down the line that I could just use. And it won't be subject to rot like, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox discs. Bomber Cyberpunk, another game that didn't get Game of the Year, but was a 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 game from all the reviewers. It's a Jet Set Radio clone. I think some of the people that were involved in that game worked on this game and, apparently got robbed for Game of the Year. But then again, you could say the same thing about Star Ocean Second Story R. This is apparently a remake. They redid it in the style of Octopath Traveler. And it looks gorgeous. So I used my GameStop rewards coupons to buy this physically, along with Neon White. Neon White was one of the Game of the Year contenders last year, 2022, and it finally came out on the Switch this year. They did the port. So I think I used like a $35 off and bought these two together from GameStop. And then Super Bomberman R2. It was on sale for Black Friday, $20. And Super Bomberman is one of the few games that I played when I was a kid. So I just want to play it now, see how much it's changed. The story, apparently there's a story. I guess that's mainly why I bought it. Battle Chasers Night War. This one I bought used from GameStop because on multiple review channels that I look at on YouTube, they all said this was one of the best games that you could get, period, on any system. After I bought it for the Switch and I went past the return date, I found out that I already own this on Epic Games. I think I've played maybe one game on the Epic Games launcher since I've had an Epic account. I claim the free games and I kind of forget about it. So unfortunately, I can't return it, but maybe I don't know, maybe I'll play it on Switch instead of a PC. Hong Kong Massacre is the original Hotline Miami. It's a politically charged game, even though the gameplay is just generic top-down shooter. I guess I can't say generic because it's unique. I think it's one of the originals that kicked off the whole series. But it was on sale for $2, so I used my Nintendo Gold and used it on this game. Samba de Amigo. I have no clue what this is, but it was $15 at Best Buy for Black Friday in 2023, so I bought it. I think it's a rhythm game, but the trailer didn't make sense to me. But I got it physical. I'll keep it for 10 years before I play it. I don't think it's going to go lower than $15. Sonic Superstars. I think I bought 3 or 4 different Sonic games this year. I think all of them on the Switch. Sonic Superstars is the one that came out towards the end of the year in 2023 with great reviews. So I think I bought it for 25. I was trying to keep all my purchases under 20, but yeah. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I think this is a standard Kirby. I hope it is. I remember playing a Kirby game when I was young. Absolutely adored Kirby. Absolutely loved Kirby. So any Kirby I can get my hands on, I'll play it. But I think there's a fighting game Kirby that I'm not interested in. I hope this is not that. Persona 5 Royal. I know Mike was playing this for like a full 2 or 3 years. I know it's supposed to be good. I'm kind of regretting buying it on the Switch because I want to record myself playing it. But it's probably 100 hours of gameplay, and I don't want to shuffle 100 hours worth of video recordings. So I probably should have bought it on PS5. But yeah, Nintendo seems like a good one to play it on. Bad North is one of those other games that when I was watching Best Games of the Year compilations, they said this one got snubbed. This was not something that came out in 2023 though. I forgot what year it came out, but it's apparently a really good game, and it was $2, I think, on Nintendo Switch, so I used my gold to buy it. The Messenger, the only reason I bought it was because Sea of Stars was getting Game of the Year contention, and it's in the same universe as Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars, I was also going to wait for the physical version in 2024, but it's on Game Pass right now, so I might play it on Game Pass. You don't need to play The Messenger before you play Sea of Stars. But The Messenger was on sale, and I had my gold that I wanted to use, so I went ahead and used it. Dragon Quest Treasures, I accidentally bought 3 copies of it, because I kept forgetting that I bought it 1 week after another. So I have a Japanese copy. I think I'll keep the Japanese copy and return the American copy. I also bought Bioshock 1, 2, and 3. I bought the case version from Amazon. It was $10. It only included a digital code. I wish we could get this on a cartridge. But Bioshock 1 I own on Xbox 360. Bioshock 2 I own as a collector's edition. I never played it. I did play Bioshock 1, but I have the collector's edition of Bioshock 2. Bioshock Infinite, I think I played on the 360. The ending blew my mind. I was so confused. But after I looked up the explanation from the... Oh man, I feel bad. The guy who made it. I forgot his name. But whoever was in charge of that studio, oh man. I spent dozens of hours watching his interviews while he explained the game. The game was fine. It was like a 7 out of 10 for me. The story was a bit confusing. I thought I understood it, and I thought it was better than the gameplay. I thought it was an 8 out of 10. But when I heard the interviews and had the story explained to me, my mind was so blown. I understood all the parts that I had misunderstood. And it was just, to me, one of the best games ever made because of the story. So then it became a 10 out of 10. I shouldn't rate it a 10 out of 10 because I misunderstood it the first time. So that means they didn't do their job. They didn't make it properly. But I don't know. I'm still going to rate it a 10 out of 10. It was amazing. So Everybody Want to Switch also came out in 2023. It's the party game. A second part to what came out when the Switch first launched. This one had the worst reviews for a game this year. So I think I got it for $10, which is the reason I bought it. There's only one game on there that I can play by myself. Everything else is a party game. I need other people in the room to play it. But at least I own the physical copy if I ever want to do it. Jump Rope Challenge was pointed out as a free game, and I downloaded it because it was a free game. That's the only reason it's installed on here. No Straight Roads has great visuals. I think it's a Korean team that made it, or maybe it was a Singaporean team. So there's some, not translation errors, but some text that doesn't make sense. It is rhythm based, almost like what's the other game up here? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, almost like that. It got pretty bad reviews, but I believe I read that it was patched, and for $15 on Amazon, I figured I own a copy. This is one of the games. It was on my live stream where I was unpacking the box from Amazon, and the case for the Nintendo Switch game was slit open down the side, and there was no game in there. So that was a surprise from Amazon. I didn't expect them to ship me an empty box. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Before I owned the Switch, I saw this in stores for years. I thought it was pretty cool. You get 3 games for $60, even though they're Nintendo 64 games. I didn't own a Nintendo 64, never played a Nintendo 64. I figured if I ever bought a Switch, I'll buy this game. Didn't find out until this year that this game, Nintendo decided to make it scarce in America. They only printed limited run and took it off of store shelves in 2022 or 2021. But I ended up buying a copy on eBay from Japan for the same price I would have paid in the US anyway. And apparently you can play it in English. I don't really care what language I play it in, so it worked out. So then while I was looking at Super Mario 3D All-Star, I started panicking. I didn't realize that Nintendo games went out of print and didn't become cheaper like most of the PlayStation Xbox games. Because if you look at Xbox 360 games and PlayStation 3 games, you can get those for, $4 or $5 these days on the eBay and GameStop. Apparently not Nintendo games. Nintendo games get more expensive. So then I panicked because I saw a review for Hyrule Warriors. This is like the, not samurai games, but there was like Chinese history games where you, as a hero in China, would go out and fight 200 men at the same time. I forgot what that genre of game is. I played it once and didn't enjoy it. But this is the Zelda version of it. And because it has actual storylines in it, instead of following history lessons of China, it follows the Zelda storyline. Apparently, if you like Zelda, I've played a few of the Zelda games, this is a masterpiece. So I went out and tried to find a copy. I think I bought it for $40 at Walmart. More than I wanted to pay, but I figured before it disappeared off of store shelves, I should buy it. Oh no, I might have paid $50 on eBay because it was already out of Walmart. It was $40 at Walmart, but I couldn't find it anymore, so I had to pay $50 on eBay. Same with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think maybe I did buy this used on GameStop, but it was still kind of expensive. I think it was $40 for a used copy. Same thing with Splatoon 2. It's still, people are still playing it, and it's $40 used. Trek to Yomi, I think I got it for Black Friday, or right before Black Friday. It was $15. It's I think it's like almost like Limbo type of style, but with Dark Souls gameplay. So it's side scrolling, more focused on art, I guess. Pokemon Tournament, no idea what it is. The last Pokemon I played was Pokemon Red in the 90s, but I figured it's a Switch. This was when I was doing a buy 2 get 1 free on GameStop along with Splatoon 2. So this is one of the ones. Actually, no, it might have been. There were odd sales this year. GameStop did a bunch of Pokemon games and some PS5 games for like $5 to $15. I think this is one of those. So I got this and maybe Kirby Star Allies for $15 each, which is a good buy. Dragons. I forgot how good How to Train Your Dragon was, and this did not get good reviews. But I rewatched How to Train Your Dragon in 2023, all 3 of them, 3 movies, and it reminded me how much I loved it. So I think I ended up paying the current street price, which is $20, whether you buy it from Walmart or eBay or Best Buy. But I figured I'd get a copy of this because even if the game stinks, I think that's what the review said. Even if the game stinks, if you enjoy the movies, you'll like the game. This one I had no interest in. 8 Doors. It looks like poor graphics, poor gameplay, but the reviews were glowing. And it's a roguelike, like I was telling you. I just learned what a roguelike was in 2021, and I love the format. So I figured I'd buy it. It was part of that GameStop sale. Same with Mato Anomalies. This was part of the GameStop sale, so I think I bought it for $15. They Always Run was $15. Didn't really have an interest in it. Gameplay didn't look good, but the reviews were solid. A 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. So $15. I went ahead and bought it. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. This one had a 10 out of 10 perfect score from multiple reviewers, even the big reviewers, even like IGN rated that well. So I think I ended up paying $40 for it from GameStop because that came in stock with Genesis Noir, which was hard to find. I had my eye on that game ever since I saw the release trailer, and I told myself I'd buy it at some point, but it started selling out everywhere. So when this came into stock, I bought it along with 13 Sentinel Aegis Rim, along with Labyrinth of Galleria. Never knew what Labyrinth of Galleria was, but when I was watching the review for 13 Sentinels, Labyrinth of Galleria was popping up as a recommended game. It does not look the same. It doesn't feel like it's the same type of game, but Labyrinth got 9s out of 10s, so I bought it. Here's another Pokemon game that was around $15 or so when GameStop had their sale on Pokemon games. I think back in October. Sonic Origins I bought from HSN or something for $20 because I used a coupon code as a new customer with this, and maybe it was Pikmin 4. Shantae is a game that I've been wanting to play. I've bought it a few times. I think I bought 1 or 2 of the games. I think they're out with like 4 or 5 games now. But I think I bought some on Steam at the recommendation of Jeff on Rooster Teeth. He said Shantae was one of the best games he's ever played. I mean, he's part of Rooster Teeth, and they play all the games. So if he played all the games and thinks Shantae is good, I figured I should give it a shot. So I think I bought 2 of them on the Switch, and I own 1 or 2 on Steam, and then I bought some on PS5, so I won't be showcasing what I bought on PS5. This is just my Switch collection for 2023. Keep in mind, this is all the games I bought in 2023. I bought all of these in 2023. I bought a lot of games. Star Sand was $10. It looks awful. It looks like a bare bones Dune clone. But this was when we're nearing the time when I started buying and collecting for Switch games this year. So this is one of the first games I bought. So $10 sounded pretty cheap to me. Oh, here it is. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the one I bought with Sonic Origins when I had the coupon. Kirby Forgotten Land was in contention for Game of the Year in 2022 or 2021 when it first came out. Apparently, it was too easy of a game, so it got dropped off the list for most people by the end of the year. It was that big game with all the, we all played it. Oh man, I can't remember. It's FromSoft came out with their game with all the dragons. That's the one that one game of the year, and then Kirby kind of got forgotten. Disney Illusion Island. I hate the artwork on it. I hate that all the characters are so small, but it's like Rayman Legends, but with no killing and no dying. And it's a Disney property, and it got great reviews, 8 out of 10. Astronaut I bought because it was $10. Hey, but at least it's got good reviews. Bayonetta, I bought every single Bayonetta game because it had so many reviews. I've been hearing about Bayonetta for a decade. Still haven't played them. I think I owned it all the way back in Xbox 360. Still haven't played it. But they came out with Bayonetta, it was not part of the main story. This is Bayonetta when she was a child, so it's a different format, plays differently, artwork is different. Bayonetta Cereza and the Lost Demon. It was on Amazon's outlet site, woot.com. So it was like $30. So that's why I bought it. Minecraft Legends. One of the reviewers I watch on YouTube, a reviewer that seems to have the same taste as me, says Minecraft Legends was fantastic. So I've been looking forward to playing it. I think I bought it when it was on sale at, I think same place, woot.com. I think it was $30 when I bought it. After I bought it, I saw all the other reviewers who said this game was crap. So I'm hoping the reviewer that I watch, since I have the same taste as him, I hope that my taste aligns with it. I hope I like this game. The big problem is he is a big fan of Minecraft. He's played it for years. I don't care for Minecraft. I don't care for Legos. I don't want to create my own story. I don't have the time. I want somebody to tell me a story. If I want to create a story, I can sit here and tell you a story. I can go for 3 hours and tell you an epic odyssey that I come up with, the cuff of my hand. I could just look at nothing, a blank piece of paper, and come up with a story to tell you. I don't want to put that much energy when I play a game. I want somebody to have created a narrative that will blow my mind, or created mechanics that will blow my mind. So that's why I don't want to play Minecraft. Right now they have Fortnite Legos that came out at the end of 2023. I do not want to play it unless someone gives me a story to play along with it. There's not enough time in the world where I could just sit and make stories unless I'm getting paid for it. So Minecraft Legends, apparently, unique RPG, TRPG, something like that type of gameplay, almost like Pikmin 2. You send your characters wherever you tell them to go. They'll build stuff and attack stuff for you. Looked fun. I like the mechanics. Mario Tennis Aces. I played a tennis game on my, what was it called? Game Gear. Sega Game Gear, right? It was Sega. And I loved it. It was very simple, very rudimentary, and I loved it. So I just wanted an updated graphics, a tennis game. So I bought this along with Mario Golf, but I got so burnt out on Mario Golf. I'm telling you, Mario Golf, it has some mechanics that will make it fun, but keeping us locked into hours of just tutorial and withholding the game, it burnt me out on all Switch games. I didn't play any other Switch games this year. I collected all of these, but I didn't play any because that game was, I shouldn't even give it a 4 out of 10. It should be like a 1 out of 10 game. But I was hoping to do the same thing with Tennis Aces, but when I read the review after buying it, sounds like it's going to be exactly like Mario Golf. So I gotta put aside some time and lower my expectations before I play Mario Tennis Aces. But this game actually went out of stock at every retailer. I checked. Even if you go through Google Shopping, it wasn't available. If you went through eBay, you had the prices were starting to go up. It was like $70 for this game. So I think I ended up buying it used from GameStop for $50. And then Nintendo decided to reprint it for the holidays. So then it came back into stock at Best Buy and Target and Walmart for $40. So I overpaid for that game. Ghost Song was $15. Good review, so that's why I bought it. It looks fun. Pikmin 4, of course, this is the demo for this is the reason why I started playing Switch games. So I owned the Switch for a full year, over a year, before I jumped into it. Because I got it at the beginning of 2021. I think I owned it for a full year. It's been so long, I don't remember. But this is the reason I got into it. I've always wanted to play Pikmin games. Never got into it. I loved the look of it. And yeah, this was one of the games where I bought it. And that's when I started looking into, what games should I buy? And that's when I found out that games become more expensive after the print is done on Nintendo Switches. So this is right around the time. This and the next 3 or 4 rows down below it, those I all bought together. Dead Cells, if you know about it, this is roguelike before roguelike was popular. 10 out of 10 game. Starlink Battle for Atlas. This is a game that got crapped on because it came with all those little toys with NFC built into it, like amiibos. We had to buy a dock, plug it in via USB to your Xbox or your PlayStation or your Switch, and then put your ship on it, and then add weapons that you buy separately in packs. They were trying to make you buy physical toys along with this game. So everybody crapped on it. But in retrospect, apparently the game is fantastic. It's Star Fox if it was a game, but even more involved, even a better storyline. This is $4 used at GameStop, so I snapped it up. Octopath Traveler, I bought this used. It was hard to find on eBay. It's like $80 in 2023, but I found a copy at my Best Buy. They thought they didn't have it. It wasn't even listed on the website, but I saw the full art package and I took it to the counter, and the person at the counter said, Octopath Traveler 1, that's a collector's item. We don't have it. And then he looked through the drawer and found a copy. And it's like, oh, I guess we have the cartridge. So he popped it into the case and sold it to me. Yeah, it was like 60 or 65. So I paid full price for a used game. But it's better than paying 80 or 90 it was going for on eBay. At least Xenoblade Chronicles, they reprinted as a definitive edition with all the DLCs. So I snapped that up. I think full price at Walmart, $60. Triangle Strategy I got for $30. It's got the same, I think, where Square Enix decided to do the 3D background with the 2D sprites, like Octopath Traveler 1, 2. Triangle Strategy is the same thing. Got good reviews. Steins Gate I had to go hunting for. This one, I was watching a bunch of reviews. Apparently this is the best, definitively the best graphic novel that you can buy. Apparently it's based on an anime or a manga. It's a science, I think they call it a science series in Japan. Doesn't really, I mean, it's fake science, right? It's time travel. But apparently one of the best stories in a video game ever. So instead of buying it $10 on, Steam as a digital copy, I wanted to hold a physical copy of this. And it took 3 months or so before I found a reasonable price. I bought it once on Walmart and they canceled my order. I think it was $45. And then I forgot where I got my copy. About $40, I think. Here it is, Chronos, Before the Ashes. This is part 1 of this one, Remnant from the Ashes. Remnant is actually the sequel. So there's Remnant 1 and Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is the one that came out in 2023 as one of the Game of the Year contenders. Remnant 1 is the one where I got 2 copies. and everybody thought that was part one, but Chronos actually came out before that. The graphics are pretty awful. It looks like Xbox 360 or Xbox original graphics to me. But the gameplay is a roguelike, just like Remnant. So this is what Remnant was based on. This is part one. So I was surprised to see it sitting on the shelf at a GameStop for $12 or so. So I bought it. Here's Star Trek Prodigy. It got okay scores, and it was the price dropped on it from 45 or 50 down to $20 at Target, and I went, oh, okay, that sounds like a good deal. This is when I started collecting, right around the time I bought all these other Sonic games and all these other games, when I started collecting, when I bought Pikmin 4. So I thought, oh, $20, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's still sitting around 20. I kind of regret buying it. This is based on the TV show Star Trek. I think the show is called Star Trek Prodigy. It's the animated show for kids to get into Star Trek. For people who know the show, they're giving it great reviews. For everybody else, it's apparently a mediocre game. Probably a $10 bargain bin game. I overpaid, probably twice the price. All right, Pokemon Shining Pearl is supposed to be a remake of the 3DS version, but I didn't play any games on 3DS. I bought a 3DS when they stopped making 3DSs. I bought one of the last ones on the shelf, and then a month later, they pulled all the 3DSs off the shelf and came out with a Switch. So I never played a 3DS game. So I guess if I'm going to play Pokemon, I still haven't decided if I'm going to start with all the new stuff and work my way backwards, or start with like Shining Pearl and work my way forwards. Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, I mean, if you've been around gaming for years, you've heard about this game over and over and over for a decade. It's now on the Switch. I probably own it on Steam. I've never played it. Four Tales I bought because it was on sale, number one, but number two, the game I played the most outside of, what is it? Outside of Warzone, I guess, was Slay the Spire. And this is like Slay the Spire. It's a roguelike with cards. I loved the format, so I'm hoping this is good. Pinball Effects is the free one. I hope it's like Pinball M. Pinball Effects has been around ever since Windows XP, I think now. So, it's good. It's just a classic. I didn't buy any tables for it. I should probably delete it off my Switch, just sitting there wasting space with one free pinball machine, pinball map. So I don't think I'll ever buy any more pinball games. It's fun. I think I was just testing the Switch with it. ARMS is one of those games that when the Switch launched, this was a launch title, and I watched everybody else played it. It looked like so much fun. I had to go hunting at a GameStop to find it. And I think I ended up paying $55 because I couldn't find any new copies until the holiday season. When Christmas rolled around, you could find it on shelves again. So I thought it was out of print. It was not. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope is a new Mario and Rabbids for 2023 or 2022? This one was $15. And I did try to play the first Mario and Rabbids. I spent an hour playing it. It was okay. It's like XCOM. It's XCOMs with Mario and Rabbids. I love the Rabbids franchise. I like Mario, so I thought I'd enjoy playing that game. It was too simple in the first hour, so I put it down and never went back to it. But this is part two. For $15, why not? I'm sure I'll like it if I play more of it. Demon Throttle I got on sale for $15. The reviews aren't that good, but I like the artwork. EA Sports I got for $8. This is FIFA. In 2024, they lost their FIFA license, so now it's just called FC Football Club 2024. I think I bought that. It's on the way, but it'll make my list for next year. I still haven't decided if I'm going to return it or not, because the FIFA 23, FIFA 22, FIFA 21, FIFA 20, FIFA 19 are all the same game. They just swapped the uniforms and names for the roster. So it's a lazy game. EA just sold you the same game for 5 years in a row. FC24 is different with a different engine, but on the Switch, they really, really cut down a lot of the features and graphics. So that's why I'm considering returning it. It Takes Two is, one of the Game of the Year. Oh no, it did win Game of the Year last year or 2 years ago. Got it for $8. Super Mega Baseball 4. I hate the graphics, but apparently it's the best baseball game on the Switch, and it was $8. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I guess I bought this. I don't have anyone to play it against. I don't remember buying it, but I guess I own it. Death's Door. This one was one of the games I was looking forward to the most. It is really cute. It is an isometric. What do you call it? We talked about this. It's 4 a.m. Dead. It's a dead. It's a Dead Souls or Dark Souls. Sorry, Dark Souls, but isometric with a cute pigeon or raven. I guess it's a raven. Yeah, very quirky. I love the artwork on it. Apparently, it's really hard. Splatoon 3 is... Splatoon is the main reason I think I bought the Switch a year or 2 years ago. Splatoon 3, I bought it on launch day. I think I had it pre-ordered at the beginning of 2023. Still haven't played it. Celeste, I bought the physical copy because I've heard so many people talking about this game, about how it's a masterpiece and should have been Game of the Year when it first released. So I'm really looking forward to playing that. Here's more pinball FX that I should delete. Here it is, Mario Rabbids, the first one. The one that I played for an hour. Martian Panic, it was $10 with a light gun from Best Buy, an actual plastic gun that you point at the screen to play. So it's like a arcade game, like Area 51, if you remember playing that at a laundromat, back in the 90s. But worse. For $10, I figured why not. Sifu was $25 on Loot, and this was supposed to be Game of the Year, so I'm looking forward to playing that. Zeo Drifter was also $15 on Loot. I didn't care about it too much, but it's got good reviews. Metroid Prime was Game of the Year contender. It's just a remake, right? I think this is a remake of Metroid on the Wii U. Endling, Extinction is Forever. Good reviews. I didn't realize I owned this on Epic. It's too late to return it. Unpacking, I think I bought the wrong game. There was an Unpacking and a packing game that came out around the same time. One of them got 10 out of 10 reviews, and the other one was like a 5 out of 10. I think I bought the 5 out of 10 one. But I was so busy around that time, I just kind of forgot what I bought. Tales from the Borderlands and New Tales from the Borderlands. Yeah, this was $15 for the package. Rabbids Party of Legends is a Rabbids party game, but it was $10, even though I don't have anyone to play it with. Reviewers did say that you can play this against AI and it's still fun, so I'll play it eventually. Sonic Frontiers, I think I paid it $25 for it. Yeah, it's got okay reviews. It's Sonic, but it's 3D, like you're in a 3D map, like the new Zeldas. Signalis, I think I paid $20 for. It's a horror indie game. Good reviews. Gorogoa. It was $15 on clearance at Best Buy. Had no interest in it. Skipped it, even though it was available for like 2 weeks. And then a month later, I looked at the reviews. Holy crap. What a game. It looks amazing. And then I tried to find a physical copy of it, and the physical copies were $120. So I used my Nintendo Gold to buy it, and I'm kicking myself for skipping it. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is the new Legend of Zelda. I haven't played the one before it. which was Breath of the Wild. So this is a sequel. Octopath Traveler 2, the other Game of the Year contender. Cult of the Lamb was a game that I was looking forward to the most in 2022. I waited for the physical collector's edition to come out, and that's the one I bought. Thankfully, I didn't have to buy it from Limited Run Games. I think they're the ones who published it. The not the exclusive collector's edition was directly from their website, but then the regular collector's edition you could get from Target and Best Buy. I think I bought it from one of the, probably Target. Pokemon Violet, again, I want to play some of the older Pokemon games. I think this is a 3DS remake. And then I played Red Baron, I believe, on Xbox. I missed that game, and this was showing up as a recommended sale item for $2. So I spent my Nintendo Gold on it. Civilization, I played Civilization 2 or 1 back in the day and loved it. I only got to play it a few times, so I'm hoping to revisit it. Rainbow Billy, it was on sale for $10 from GameStop. Used. I think it was 10. It might have been cheaper than that. It has great reviews, so I'm glad I got a copy. A week later, it was just sold out everywhere. This one was a free game. Mom hid my game. It's I don't know. It seems like a meme that's trending. Hotline Miami. I think I already owned the first one on Steam, but this one includes all the DLCs, and the second one, it's like that. What is it? The Hong Kong murder? Yeah, Hong Kong Massacre. But it came out after Hong Kong Massacre. Crew King and the Great Hero. Great artwork. That's what attracted me to it. And the collector's edition was down to $40, which is still kind of expensive. But it came with a book that I wanted, so that's why I bought it. Digimon Survive was $20 down from $50. Impossible Mission, I think I bought for $10. It's a knockoff of, what is it? The one, the cover looks exactly like this. The games that came out on the 360. Tom Clancy's something or other. The copy I bought from Walmart was $10 and only came with a digital code inside, not a cartridge. But again, all these games I started buying when I found out that games were going out of print. So I was like, well, if I'm going to get it on digital, I might as well get a case to show it off. My Hero Academia, the first game, was $8 at GameStop. Bayonetta, I think I bought Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. I think I had to go on eBay and buy Bayonetta. I forget which one. I think Bayonetta 1 got reprinted, so I got that in person. In person at Target. Bayonetta 2 is the one I had to buy on eBay for a hard copy. The hard copies came with digital vouchers for Bayonetta 1, but of course that was already used up, so at least I have physical copies of Bayonetta 1 and 2 and 3 somewhere. Gris, I had to buy used on Amazon for $20, but it was apparently Game of the Year contender. Just Dance 2022 was $10, I believe, on sale at some point. Same thing, Big Brain Academy was $10 or $15. Goosebumps was $8 at GameStop. Mario Strikers Battle League, the Mario soccer game. This is the other one I was looking forward to playing, but after playing Mario Golf, I got burned out on it. I'm assuming it's going to be a bunch of tutorials again. My friend Pedro, this, I would compare it to Hotline Miami. I didn't know anything about this game, didn't know it existed until I saw top Game of the Year lists and saw that this was making everybody's list from 2 or 3 years ago, I think. It took me a while to track down a physical copy. This is a low print game. You can't find physical copies anymore. The price has gone up. I think I bought it for $40. Maybe I could buy it on Amazon, but now it's like doubled in price. It's like $80. Animal Crossing, I got it on sale. This plus the DLC was like $35 on Target. Metroid Dread is the newest Metroid. I think I got it for $20 at GameStop using my GameStop Pro coupon. Dicey Dungeons. This had great reviews, so they said if you like Slay the Spire, get this. You know, Overwatch 2. It's a free game. It's a dead game. Mad Rat Dead is a rhythm-based game, so if you like playing rhythm games, but this one is, I think, a fighting game mixed with a rhythm game. Really cool looking. Got really great reviews. Ori games. Ori has been around for so long. I think I bought... Oh, wow. I guess I have Ori and the Blind Forest as a digital copy. I regret doing this. I regret buying all these digital copies because this is around the time I found out, after I bought this, that they closed down the Wii U shop. And I think I bought, what is it? The Treasure Tracker. The mushroom guy from Captain Toad and the Treasure Tracker. I bought that as a digital copy on the Wii U. Never played it. I don't think I ever downloaded it. I just paid for it. And now I don't have access to it. So the same thing's going to happen to this Ori and the Blind Forest. Whatever I bought digitally, I just won't have access to it in 5 years when they close down the Switch shop. So I bought Shovel Knight Treasure Trove as a digital copy. No, I think I got that as a physical copy, so thank goodness. But some of these, like Taiko no Tatsujin, I bought that as $5 on eShop. It's one of the, it's the first game that I bought. I paid for it, and I won't have access to it in 5 years whenever they close down the Switch shop. Pure Pool and Chess were $10 at Walmart. I love pool games, but I think I bought a really junky one. Same with the chess one. I want to learn chess, but I haven't booted either of these up. Capcom Arcade Stadium 2 is like they give you the base game for free, but it's just your character walking around to different arcade machines that you have to pay for. So it's a DLC full game. I should delete this from my Switch. Tetris 99 was the Nintendo's version of Battle Royale, but it's 100 people playing Tetris, or 99 people playing Tetris. You need to be the last one to survive. I think they might be closing this down. I think they closed down one of their other ones like this. They have a racing game now that came out in 2023, F1 Racer or something like that, an old arcade racing. But 99 people compete, and you got to finish the top, one out of 99 people. So Super Bomberman R Online was another free game. I don't remember what Sky is. I think all of these are just the free games that I downloaded after I installed Taiko no Tatsujin. Pokemon Cafe, don't know what it is. Fall Guys, you know what it is. It's not a Battle Royale type game where you have to be the last one alive. Animal Royale is Battle Royale. So yeah, I think these are all the free games. And then that's it. So the first game I bought on the Switch was Taiko no Tatsujin. I bought that as a digital download game. Then I bought Chess and Pool for $10 each at the Walmart as a DLC code instead of a physical case. The first physical cartridge that I bought, I guess, was Shovel Knight. I think that was the physical one. I bought Ori at Best Buy as a download code, and I bought Mad Rat Dead on Amazon as a cartridge. So this is my first few games. Never played it. And then the last game I bought in 2023 was The Mummy Demastered, along with Super Mario and Wonder Bro and Bolt Gun and Bomber Cyberpunk. So that's my 2023 in Nintendo Switch collections. So I think I have a pretty good collection going on here. Check back in a year and see what I bought in 2024. Thanks for watching, everyone. And Happy New Year.